Desert-bashing 2022 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro is, mostly, better than ever. After many years of speculation, months of teasing, loads of spy photos, and even a photo leak or two, the sheets have finally been pulled back from the all-new 2022 Toyota Tundra. In case there was any doubt that Toyota was serious about the third-generation Tundra, Chief Engineer Mike Sweers told us, every nut and bolt is new. There's not a single part that has been reused. Like the previous generation, Toyota will offer the 2022 Tundra in 6 trims: SR, SR5, Limited, Platinum, 1794 Edition, and TRD Pro. For 2022, Toyota's backcountry-exploring TRD Pro is now based on the Limited trim, instead of SR5, and moves into the lineup's flagship position. We left dissecting the full 2022 Toyota Tundra lineup to our friends at MotorTrend, enabling us to take on gathering up all the nitty-gritty details about the off-road-ready 2022 Tundra TRD Pro. Goodbye floppy frame and leafy suspension. Unsurprisingly, the 2022 Tundra's chassis and suspension are all new. Improvements begin with an all-new fully boxed high-strength steel frame. The rear frame member has been widened to improve stability and towing. Frame crossmembers have doubled in size compared to the 2021 model, and hydraulic body mounts are employed on limited trims and above, TRD Pro included. The rear suspension has done away with traditional leaf springs in favor of a new 5-link setup. Rear shocks are now mounted outside of the frame rails, which improves roll stiffness and increases towing confidence. Tundra's front control arm suspension has been updated, as well. The front kingpin offset angle has been reduced to enhance straight-line stability and high-speed performance, while the caster trail has also been increased for added stability. Roll steer has been reduced by 25% and the truck's roll height center has been raised. In simple terms, the new Tundra will track straighter at high speeds and exhibit less body roll when cornering. While all Tundra models receive these updates, the TRD Pro benefits from additional suspension tuning. Specifically, the 2.5-inch diameter Fox internal bypass dampers are retained for the 2022 model year and are unique to TRD Pro. New for 2022, however, the Fox dampers now utilize oil that is infused with polytetrafluoroethylene, PTFE, which helps reduce friction for a better on-road feel. The front shock's TRD-tuned coil springs provided the truck with an additional 1.1-inch lift over other four-wheel drive Tundras. TRD Pro models also receive a new front TRD anti-roll bar, which is painted red. Electronic traction aids. Finally, Tundra TRD Pro owners have gotten the short end of the stick since day one. While Tacoma and 4Runner TRD Pro models were fitted with an electronic locking rear differential, multi-terrain select, and crawl control, Tundra was left in the cold with little more than a limited slip rear differential. All this changes for the 2022 model year, as the Tundra TRD Pro finally gets all the electronic hardware its siblings have already enjoyed. For 2022, the Tundra TRD Pro, and all four-wheel drive Tundras with the TRD off-road package, as well, add these 3 great features. The truck's new electronic locking rear differential can be used when the truck is in low range, which is great, but we'd love to see it offered in high range or even two-wheel drive, as well. Also included is Toyota's multi-terrain select feature, which allows drivers to choose from a variety of terrain types, including the likes of sand, mud, and rocks. Each of these settings comes with unique throttle, steering, transmission, and ABS system mapping. The truck will also be equipped with downhill assist control, which is basically the same hill descent control every manufacturer employs these days. Also included on the 2022 Tundra TRD Pro is the latest generation of Toyota's crawl control. For those unfamiliar, crawl control allows drivers to select a certain speed while in low range, and the vehicle will take over throttle and brake control, allowing the driver to focus fully on steering. This function was enabled by use of the vehicle's anti-lock braking system, which resulted in a very, sometimes alarmingly, noisy operation. Toyota tells us that while the crawl control system on the 2022 Tundra will work as it always has, this latest version will be almost silent. More power, more gears, and more electricity? Toyota has introduced a pair of new engine options for the 2022 Tundra, but the all-new Tundra TRD Pro comes with just a single drivetrain option. As the flagship trim in the Tundra lineup, the TRD Pro is fitted with the new iForce Max engine. The iForce Max is a twin-turbo 3.4L V6 engine mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission that employs a hybrid electric motor. Toyota calls it a 3.5L, but that's a marketing decision to liberally round up. The electric motor is located in the transmission bell housing and is sandwiched between the flywheel and torque converter. The motor itself produces 48 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque and is fueled by a 1.87 kWh nickel-metal hydride battery. The iForce Max produces 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque combined. For those keeping score at home, that's more power and torque than Ford's new PowerBoost Hybrid F-150.